This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Classified series, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of the Fatal Fluffies, Puffed Beasts. Whistle not included, sorry. So they decided to make this look like a cereal box. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure why they went this route with this one, of all things. Then again, they made the Transformer one look like a cereal box too, and that seemed kind of stupid. But anyway, we turn to the side. We just got continuation of the artwork there, showing both forms of the Fatal Fluffies. Let's go to the other side. We get some nutritional facts. 2 monsters per container. Serving size, 1/12 scale. Calories, 3,000. Element X, 100 grams. Compound Z, 49 grams. Synthoid protoplasm, 50,000 grams. Dire dust, 500 grams. Inactive ingredients: volcanic galaxite, red crystal, heavy water, metallic ore, dark energon, yellow dye number 5. Fatal Fluffies Puffed Beasts are made up of exploded remnants of early failed experiments in the development of the creatures. We just scoop the bits up in a box for disposal. There's no real nutritional value or any real value, to be honest. These guys actually showed up in a G.I. Joe episode, by the way, originally. So what we have back here on the back is basically just a bunch of little things you can do, like sometimes cereal boxes would have. Man underboard, an epic battle with Cobra's water robot. 2 Joes are trapped beneath the Enterprise City. Help, Shipwreck, and Snake Eyes escape Cobra's sunken lair. The Joes need disguises, get them through the maze. Score, snakeling uniforms. Now help the Joes find the secret password. The words are literally in order of what's being said there on the box. First line, hail. Second line, Cobra Commander. Third line, the. Fourth line, Great Snake. Fifth line, rules, and the last line, forever. Intruders must be exterminated. Have a nice day. The Joes need info on the control cubes, but the data is on a laser disc. How many of you watching this actually ever seen a laser disc? They'll need your help to decipher the disc. It's pyramid. Tons of tangled tracks help the Joes choose the correct route. A. That's it. So when we take the cereal box off, we get a headless Fatal Fluffy there. Also, this does open up like the flap of a cereal box. Kind of stupid. So, yeah, the face, I should say, came off of this one. And we got 2 faces, open mouth, closed mouth. There's a little one. He does have some articulation, it looks like. On the side, we get it's either a render or actually the product. On the other side, we just get some of these little codes again that we don't really know what they all mean. And then on the back, we kind of see some of the information there. And they have the note that Cobra Commander left. So let's go ahead and open these suckers up, shall we? Just want to mention real quick, I do like this background. It's actually kind of nice and unique. Okay, so our Fatal Fluffy here has the same peg holes as anything else does, but he's pretty nicely weighted. I'm kind of assuming that these things are supposed to fit in the nostrils, because I don't know where else they would go on this guy. Or maybe they go in the corners of his mouth? That fell out. What's great is that nowhere on the box does it show you what these things are supposed to be for, specifically. And again, it doesn't really hook into the nostrils. Although it's supposed to be a fire-breathing thing, unless... Doesn't look like it hooks on here. Although this fire effect here has this little lip thingy here. So you just well, you just kind of attach it in the head like that, or the face, this face specifically. And stick it on there to show him shooting fire out of his mouth. Honestly, I know they did that in the cartoon episode that they were in, but it's kind of a dumb looking effect in my opinion.
You're so stupid! 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 Stupid!
Put that back in place. Honestly, that looks a little bit better to me than the other thing does. But not by much. And pull the head off again. So, the head sculpt is actually pretty nice on here. It's not as scary as it probably could have been, but not bad either. Then we have the closed mouth here. Just looks kind of annoyed, really, with you. One of the accessories is, of course, the mini version. No articulation on the head there. The arms go up and down. Wow, okay. So they just literally just have, like, this just spins. They did not put, like, a hinge on there at all. And the legs don't move at all either. I thought they would have, like, little hinges in them, too, but they don't. Or a little bit of articulation, I should say. So, really, the small one just moves its hand a little bit, and that's it. Although, I guess it is designed specifically to hold Cobra Commander's note. I'm sure you will enjoy these Fatal Fluffies. Sincerely yours, the Cobra Commander. Yeah. Kind of stupid. I don't know if the note was really necessary. Also comes with a whip. Already formed in a plain little thingy here. Doesn't stretch out on its own. You gotta pull it out. And then it goes back into shape. Fits in the hand. And then we have a little laser pistol. Also fits in the hand. I don't remember them using the laser pistol, but I guess they probably did. Otherwise, they wouldn't have added it because Hasbro's cheap. The whips I do remember. So let's talk about his articulation. The horns not articulated. The head can spin around here on that. It is on a ball joint. The furry part here is covered. And look at that. That joint does move down. So let's get that back in place and see how far forward we can go with that. So we can move the head forward. Wait a minute. Oh, that is weird. Honestly, I think this is the position it's supposed to be in. But the head does stay forward no matter what you do with that, however you lay it. So this is almost more bestial, and this is taller. That's honestly not a bad feature. I appreciate that. That's pretty clever. We still have a butterfly joint. We have a hinge up, and we can spin the arm around. This does like interfere a little bit, like you can feel it, but it's not a massive thing. We have a nice bicep cut here. Double jointed elbow. Spin at the wrist, in and out articulation. On the right hand, up and down articulation on the left. Although with the way this furry arm part here is designed, the up and down doesn't seem to move a whole lot, if I'm being honest. He has a boob cut. And we can spin at the waist. It does not appear as if the hips are designed to be dropped down. Well, no, wait, maybe they are. It's just that it's such a small amount that you can barely tell. Or I'm bending the plastic, I'm not sure. Because usually you can kind of see where they're both attached to different spots and they just don't look like they are. We do have the thigh cut. We have a nice double joint here, and it does do quite a bit of jointing. Yeah, that was badly worded. It feels like... Yeah, there's definitely a joint inside the foot, but obviously the furry boot area covers all of it. So it's going to be a lot harder to position his feet and have him flat. The Fatal Fluffies did not have a figure back in the day, but Hasbro has put together a modern day file card for them. As many of you may recall if you've watched my videos, I will create a old-fashioned file card for figures, even new figures. In the case of the Fatal Fluffies though, I'm not going to bother with that because there's no artwork to use to do the little profile shot. It's all just render or actual figure. So I feel like that's almost pointless to do at this time. So I'm just going to put up the regular Fatal Fluffy one that Hasbro gave us. And just out of curiosity, if I can figure out how to add a poll to the bottom of this, just let me know what you think about if I should just use what Hasbro puts out when it's available or continue to make it even if I use like the Hasbro information. Fatal Fluffies. Primary specialty, security. Secondary specialty, infiltration. Birthplace, Cobra Labs. Fatal Fluffies are the results of a Cobra scientific experiment to create an immensely powerful creature completely loyal to their masters to act as an unwavering sentries and wardens for prisoners of war. These seemingly harmless and adorable creatures hold a deadly secret. They transform into savage, fire-breathing beasts at the blow of a special whistle. What they lack in intelligence, they make up for in sheer viciousness, enforcing Cobra's discipline with whips, laser blasts, and brute strength. On the first mission using the Fatal Fluffies, Zartan and the Dreadnought smuggled them aboard a G.I. Joe space shuttle transporting cargo to Space Station Delta, where they quickly took control. The coup allowed Cobra to launch an orbital attacks on G.I. Joe headquarters and link with control cubes, forming a pyramid of darkness over the northern hemisphere, beneath which no electrical energy source could function. Luckily, Dusty Mutt Junkyard and the G.I. Joe team reverted the Fluffies to their less powerful state and regained control of the situation, foiling Cobra's plans of global conquest. For a little bit of a size comparison here with the Fatal Fluffies and the regular Joes, I've got the Fatal Fluffy here, next to Sergeant Slaughter, Don Moreau, Shipwreck, and Snake Eyes. Obviously, since Shipwreck and Snake Eyes were shown on the back of the cereal box, I felt that I had to have them here. But you can definitely tell how much bigger the Fatal Fluffy is. I did not get Nemesis and Enforcer out to take a look. They probably are close to the same size, but there's a lot of movement of figures I'd have to do to get him, and I really didn't want to do that. Yeah, I'm a bit lazy. But you can definitely see the height difference here. And of course, I do have the Fatal Fluffy with his head all the way extended up. I mean, even if we go ahead and we put it down into this position, he's still taller than everybody else. By the way, the last time I checked, which was earlier the day I'm recording this, I should say, the Fatal Fluffies were available for pre-order. In fact, it looked like everything for San Diego Comic-Con exclusive is up for order still, available in stock or pre-order. So it kind of makes the whole exclusivity thing a bit of a moot point, doesn't it? That being said, though, it'll allow you to get a bunch of these Fatal Fluffies if you want. You could buy 2 of these upon the first availability, which obviously I got through and got them. And then once the pre-order came up, you could order more, so I ordered 2 more. I think there was a total of 5 on the ship space station thing, but I don't remember the exact number. It was either 4 or 5, so I kind of wanted to have all of them for my display. I'm just not sure where I'm going to display them at this point. And while I initially thought that the way the Fatal Fluffy's arms are designed was so they could properly hold that sign from Cobra Commander or the letter from Cobra Commander, the hands themselves aren't really very good at holding onto it, because it would be kind of nice just to have it hold it up at like chest level or whatever, but it really doesn't. You can have them hold it there as long as it's touching the ground and it'll work out pretty much fine. But the overall design of this is pretty good. The only thing is, I'm not really a big fan of the accessories we got with it. I know the fireball thing is something that they did. I just don't think it looks very good overall. And I'm glad they gave us the 2 different face sculpts, so that way, you know, you can display it both ways. I will say I think this may have been more expensive than it probably should have been though. But those are my thoughts. But if you want to let me know what you thought of this, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to whip that like button. It's funny, I can see the likes on my videos, but I can't see them on my display that shows all my different videos. So I actually have to go to them to see what the likes are. It's kind of annoying, but they're there. And if you want to see more of my nonsense in the future, you can subscribe. Perhaps you might even want to give that notification bell a little pat on its fluffy little head. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.